The team sheets are in and the match committee has been busy this week, making 4 changes to the Collingwood lineup that will take on Richmond at the MCG on Friday night. We've got a new face and the return of an old favourite. There's plenty to tackle on tonight's show. I'm joined in studio by our Director of Football, Neil Balme. Balme, last week's match forced us to change a few markers on the whiteboard.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough week. I think we can just put it down as too bad to be true, that game, and hopefully get on with it. I can guarantee that the boys are ready to redeem themselves this week.
Let's hope so. Let's take a look at the team that will take on the Tigers on Friday night, and we have 4 inclusions and they all have a story to tell. Ben Reid will play his first senior match for the 2016 season. James Aish will make his Collingwood debut after crossing from Brisbane. Adam Oxley returns to the half-back flank and Brodie Grundy slots straight back in for the injured Jared Witts. Balme, how difficult is it to juggle so many changes at the selection table in the 1 week?
Well, you don't like to make too many changes, but funnily enough, last week we felt we couldn't fit all the boys in that we wanted to, and this week maybe we haven't got enough, but I'm sure we have. We've got some really ready replacements there to go. So whilst the challenge is there, it's very much a squad mentality, and the blokes who are in the team need to really take it up.
One of the areas that will be a key focus on the ground this week will be the midfield. The Magpies will be without Dane Swan, Steele Sidebottom and Jared Witts. Brodie Grundy steps straight back into that ruck role, and he has an important task ahead of him. He potentially can control a lot of the match with Richmond missing Ivan Maric.
Well, it was a bit of a toss-up last week who to play, whether Jared played or Brodie played. So he's an automatic replacement. He was very good against Coburg in the VFL game, but he's had a terrific pre-season, and really we want to play both players. So whilst it's disappointing for Witsy to miss, Brodie will certainly take up the challenge.
As we said off the top, James Aish will play his first match as a Magpie this week. Collingwood Media's Sam Gaston fills you in on everything you need to know about the young gun.
James Aish has earned his place in Friday night's lineup after starring for the VFL Magpies against Coburg last weekend. The 20-year-old kicked 3 goals while playing on the wing, where his poise and clean hands shone through. Aish originally joined Collingwood via Brisbane in last October's trade period. It took until the final hours for the deal to be lodged with the league, with the Magpies trading second-round picks in order to secure his services. Aish played 32 games with the Lions after arriving at pick 7 in the 2013 National Draft. He lived up to an impressive junior reputation, placing 4th in the NAB Rising Star in his debut year. And now, 3 years later, James Aish is in black and white and ready to debut for the Magpies.
Thanks for that, Sam, and we certainly can't wait to watch James run around in the black and white stripes on Friday night. I believe you have some news about one of his close mates, though.
Yes, sadly, Matt Scharenberg had that ACL repair, which we know, so we put him on the long-term injury list, which is really a formality. It just gives us the opportunity to elevate a rookie when that time comes. So Matt won't play, may not play for this season, but it depends how he goes, but he certainly won't play for the 8 weeks that's required.
Best of luck to Matt on his recovery from that ACL as well. Now, Balme, this Friday night we are recreating a famous old Collingwood tradition that existed back in the days when you were a player, actually. Wave the Scarf was born in the 1950s when the club's trainers would wave their towels above their heads to ignite the Magpie Army. So before the first bounce on Friday night, our current trainers will wave their towels as the players huddle in the goal square, signalling Pies fans to wave their scarves and create a sea of black and white. One lucky scarf waving member will win a brand new Holden Barina, thanks to our premier partners, Holden. It's not a bad day at the footy, Balme, when you walk away with a brand new car.
Well, it's a great thing to be able to win the Barina, but the most important thing is that there's plenty for us to wave our scarves about by the end of the game. So our blokes will definitely redeem ourselves, and let's make sure we get up against the Tigers.
Indeed. Thank you very much for your time tonight, Neil Balme.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. It's a huge game for both clubs this Friday night as the Pies look to redeem themselves after last week's results. Go Pies!